I'm back. I'm here to do what I think will probably be my last full reading vlog of the summer. I might do a 24-hour reading vlog next week. We'll see. It just sort of depends on how my week sort of works. But I'm going to use this reading vlog as say goodbye to summer, hello to fall with my reads and my life. I have to film a lot today. I have to clean a lot. I have to organize a lot. My big goal is just to prep myself so I'm ready for the fall. And right now I don't think I'm at all ready. So yeah, I'm not really physically reading anything right now. I'm probably going to pick something up when I run errands with my mom. But the whole point of this reading vlog is to read some like lighter romantic stuff and then get into the eerie and creepy stuff for fall, which is what I normally read. For the fall, I read a lot of creepy and eerie stuff, and I'm just in those vibes and in that mood. So I'm going to take a couple hours and sort of prep film. I'm going to try to catch up on Millennial, the podcast I listen to, because I've literally not listened to a month. Once I got COVID, I like just literally stopped listening to it. So, and I love those hosts. So I feel like I missed a lot of key information in like entertainment world and political world. So they're a very, very good podcast. If you've never listened, I would highly recommend it. It's Millennial, and I've been following Laura, Andrew, and Pam for many, many years. And they also have their companion podcast, which Laura and Andrew does with Mike and Eric, and they do Mugglecast, which is a Harry Potter themed podcast, and they're about to start chapter by chapter again. I know there's a lot of criticism and thoughts about J.K. Rowling, but I really do love these creators. They do a really, really good job, and they do look at the issues with J.K. Rowling, but they do find ways to still give us Harry Potter content, which I always appreciate. So yeah, I have to go do my bullet journal, figure out my TBR, a lot of like little stuff, and just start listening to stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. I literally don't know what I'm reading. I'm either torn between Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey or Stay Awake by Megan Golden. So I don't know which one I'm going to go with. Maybe I'll put a poll up and we'll see which one wins. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. So yeah, I'm going to go do my errands and or do my stuff, and then before we leave, I'll check in with you guys and let you guys know what I'm going to read. But feeling it's going to be Hook, Line, and Sinker, but we'll see. Bye, friends. Hi, friends. So I didn't wind up starting either of the books I mentioned in my previous clip. I didn't wind up doing a poll either. I just kind of ran out of the house with my mom and picked up Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've only read about a chapter of it, but I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's fun. I read a chapter of this like a while ago, and I mean when I first got it, so I'm excited to pick it up. I've read her YA stuff, but I heard that this is where she shines, so I'm really excited to dive into it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm in the mood to watch because I literally just spent the day. I filmed a couple of videos. I filmed my September TBR. I filmed a scavenger hunt video that's going to go up later in September. I still have a couple of stuff I still have to do. They also told us that we might be able to go back to work this week and like prep, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So yeah, I don't know, now that like I spent a whole day like listening to Millennial and stuff like that, I don't even know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to watch Stranger Things today or if I want to watch the YouTube videos I have on a queue. I want to definitely stay up to date on them. I also have to do I have a bunch of stuff that I still haven't done, so I have to make a to-do list tomorrow before I go back to work. But alas, that's where I am right now. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to read a chapter of this, and then I'm going to watch an episode of Stranger Things, and then I might switch and watch YouTube. So I don't know. I'm sort of like indecisive. But I am liking this so far, and I'm happy that I picked it up. So I'm going to go read it, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit when I have more of an update. But know that life-wise, I got a lot of stuff done. Reading-wise, I didn't. But that's okay. My whole goal this week is just to catch up on my podcasts, and I'm not there yet. But I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, friends. So they just dropped the new Nexus event, and I think I'm going to change my book because it happened. But they dropped another Nexus event, and this is like read adopted or secondhand books, and I'm just going to change my book. I'm going to pick up Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I literally just got this in the mail from Pango Books, so it is secondhand. And I've heard really good things about this. I've never read the first book in the series, but I'm going to give this book a shot. I read Tessa Bailey's My Summer Vacation, and I enjoyed it. It was very, very sexy, and that's not always my thing, but I heard this book is super fun, so I'm going to pick this up. This up about Piper's sister Hannah, and my other book, if I have enough time to read, will be The Midnight Bargain by C.L. Polk. This is another, like, Regency romantic about as the sorceress must balance her desire to become the first great female magician against duty to her family. So these are gonna be the book I'm gonna try to work on and finish these before tomorrow, so I can do them for the Nexus event. I was really liking Book Lovers. I'm probably still gonna pick up Book Lovers. I'll probably read that. That will probably be my first book of September. But I do want to read these too, so I'm going to make it my goal to try to finish these before tomorrow. I might turn this into a Nexus event reading vlog, maybe 24 hours. We will see where the things take me. But yeah, so here's my plan. I'm going to pick up Hook, Line, and Sinker, and then the Midnight Bargain will be my backup book if I can read it in time. So that is my plan. I was liking Book Lovers though, but I'm just going to pick up Hook, Line, and Sinker because it is secondhand. So I'm going to start that, and I'll talk to you guys when I read about 50 pages. And I'll give you guys a YouTube queue update and also a Stranger Things update. But that is the plan. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that they were going to drop a last boss event. I was just hopeful my book would work. But alas, Hook, Line, and Sinker is where I'm going to start. Read 50 pages, give you guys an update. Bye, friends. It's the next day. It's 10:17. I actually fell asleep really early last night. I had a really bad headache, so I didn't get to stay up late reading. I was trying to watch something and I fell asleep with the puppy next to me. So, but today I have to read a lot. I wanted to read 2 books today. I don't know if that's going to happen. I also have to go to the ear, nose, and throat doctor today. I normally go right before I head back to work because once I head to work, I have limited time for doctor appointments. So I'm going to talk to them about getting my flu vaccine and other things, and see if all my congestion and stuff is just an after effect of COVID or if it's actually a sinus infection, which I'm very prone to. But I did end up reading the first 100 pages in Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I read, when I went to Aruba, I read My Killer Vacation. That was not the book for me. It was very steamy, felt very insta-lovey. This book, however, I'm liking because it's sort of a slow burn. It's Friends to More. This is the second book to It Happened One Summer, which is very Schitt's Creek vibes. I really do want to read that one, but someone said that this one was second, like Friends to More, and that's like my favorite trope, and I feel like with Tessa Bailey, that's the trope I have to read because everything else might seem insta-lovey to me. So this fellow Hannah, and the one thing I like about Hannah right off the bat is she's involved in the entertainment industry and she's involved in music. So her and Fox have been talking like throughout the past year, and they have a very sweet connection. And then she was working on a movie set, and she winds up convincing the director to set the movie in this small like fishing community. And she really does like the director, so she winds up staying with Fox, and it's just really fun. I'm liking the second chance elements. I'm liking how they have a lot of conversation about music. I've never really read a story like that before. And I do like the small fishing town. I wonder if we're going to see more of it. I'm sure we saw it in the first book and I just didn't read it. But yeah, I'm about 100 pages in. I'm also watching Stranger Things season 4. Watching The Love Librarian, who's a new YouTuber for me to watch. So yeah, I'm going to go make some progress on this. I really would love to finish 2 books today. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's the goal. Because it's the end of the month and I try to start the month with a fresh new book. We'll see if that happens. So yeah, I'm going to go read a little bit more, and when I read about another 100 pages, maybe when I read 50 pages, I'll give you guys an update. This reading vlog sort of went in a different direction, so it might actually be 24 hours of reading, so we'll see. But I'm going to go read a little bit more. Right now I'm really liking it. Definitely going to be like a 4-star read. We'll see how I feel when it gets to the sexy times, because that's when the other book lost me. But I'll be back. Definitely doesn't feel insta-lovey, which I'm happy about, so talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, friends. Back in my chair, I'm just doing a quick update. I did wind up getting up to 152 in Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. The sexy times are definitely present and accounted for, but I am enjoying it a little bit more than her other work. I do really like Hannah as a character. I think she's really unique. I love the focus on music and the music industry. I also like that it is like a slow burn romance in some elements of it because they have been friends for quite a while and there was a relationship before this. I also do like this small town. I hope it plays in a little bit more into the story right now. It doesn't really play that much in, but there is a movie set involved, which I always like in my books just because I work in the arts, and I think her like being involved in the music side of it and really wanted to become a soundtrack, working in the music by herself and not kind of relying on her stepfather's famous name is an interesting twist. And I do like Fox as a character. I think he's really fun. So I'm gonna go back to reading. I'm also watching Stranger Things season 4, which I'm trying to watch again because I watched it so quickly when it first came out. just to sort of get it done, because I knew that if I didn't, the kids would spoil me at school, and I'm going back to school. I have to watch one more show before I head back to work, and that's Umbrella Academy. So I am going to go read this, and I will update you guys when I read another 50 pages, but I'm definitely liking it better, which is good. So I was a little bit hesitant going into this one. So yeah, now we're back to reading and watching Stranger Things, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, friends.
Hey friends, I'm back. I did wind up taking a little bit of a break. I had to go to the doctor. I had to get a flu shot. All the things for the end of school. That's how I know I'm heading back to work, because I always get a flu shot before I head back to work, because I teach and I'm a teacher. But I am pleased to report this book is actually much shorter than I thought it was. I thought it was like 380. It's actually only 350, so I think it's definitely doable to finish this book today, which is good. I got up to page 224 in Hook, Line, and Sinker. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I just really like these characters, and I think the slow burn is working for me. I've always been a fan of slow burn romances, especially like Friends to More. Those are like two of my favorite tropes. Any other book romances, like especially adult romances I read, tend to feel very insta-lovey to me. So I'm liking this. My goal is to keep doing what I'm doing, watching Stranger Things, catching up on BookTube, and all that other stuff. I know tomorrow, because it's September 1st, is going to be my prep day to make sure everything is set to go back to work. I have to do my bullet journal and all that other stuff. See if anything's dropping, like TBR wise. I don't think I'm doing really any challenges next month other than my own and the TBR and Beyond one, just because it's super simple. And I do like challenges. They're really, really fun. I have a feeling October's going to have like a million of them. So take it easy, heading back to work. I also would like to make tomorrow the day where I catch up on my podcasts. But I'm going to take the time and I'm going to finish Hook, Line, and Sinker. I'll probably read to page 250 and give you guys like maybe 300. I'll give you guys an update. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. Definitely not like my favorite book of all time, but one that I am enjoying. So I'm going to go back to reading it, taking a break, watching a little bit of Stranger Things, and catching up on some YouTube videos. And I'll talk to you guys when I have a more significant update. But the romance is getting good, and I like it. So I'll be back. Hey friends, I'm back. It's about 10:11. I doubt I'm going to finish this tonight. But I did wind up getting up to page 250, so I have about 100 pages left. I am enjoying it. I think it's probably my favorite Tessa Bailey book. But definitely, as I say in all her books, they're very, very steamy. This is probably like the least steam I know that she's wrote, because it really is a very, very slow burn. It doesn't remind me of sorry, my puppy's crying. It doesn't remind me of Killer Vacation, because literally that was like a lot of sexy times for me, and I almost like lost interest. This has a nicer balance, and I just think I like the characters more. Like, I think Hannah's super interesting, and I like Fox. I like that it really is like Friends to More, and like that's the really development of the whole story. Again, I don't need to read a lot of romance, like young adult romance, but I'm enjoying it. I'm intrigued. I definitely would like to read the first book, because I think that book might like flesh out the characters a little bit more, like in this story, and we're not really getting that in Hook, Line, and Sinker. So I almost wish I could like read that one too, to just sort of flesh out the story, because it's not giving me like Gilmore Girls vibes or Good Witch vibes, where the small town is sort of like a character. Someone might have to comment below and let me know if you felt that with It Happened One Summer. But I do like those characters in this book. I know that the main character had a lot of growing to do, so I'm gonna try to finish most of it today. Maybe like read another 50 pages. I'm also watching Stranger Things as well, which I'm loving on rewatch. It's like a miracle what like rewatching a show will do when you're not like frantically trying to finish something so you don't get spoiled. I'm just really, really liking it. I don't know if it's my favorite. I think season 3 is still my favorite, but I'm just liking the characters. And yeah, so I'm going to go read this, watch a little bit more of Stranger Things. And when I get up to page 300, I'll give you guys an update that maybe tomorrow. I'm just not going to fret about like not finishing a book. It's okay. I have a whole week. This reading vlog really did not go the way I wanted, but I was really trying to finish this today for the Nexus event, but I don't think it's going to happen. So. But I'm going to go back to reading. My puppy fell asleep, which is what I wanted her to do. So I'm going to go watch a little bit of Stranger Things, read some Hook, Line, and Sinker, watch Jess and Rain's romance, And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, friends. Back. Sorry, I'm filming on my computer for the moment because I'm doing like 4 different things on my vlogging camera. But I did want to say that I do have about 50 pages left in Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I will say I'm liking this book a little bit more than her previous book that I read, so I'm excited. I do definitely think if I read anything more by her, I'm going to grab the audios just because I can get through it a little bit quicker. But I am enjoying it. Like, I think it's fun. I like these characters. I like the second chance romance of it all. I am finally going to redo my book organization physically because I keep losing the book and I don't know what happened to it. So I'm just going to kind of write it out a little bit neater just so I have, because I like to have stats and stuff and like all that other stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I have a couple of podcasts I want to listen to while my puppy is resting. And then my goal for today is to catch up on Hook, Line, and Sinker, finish watching Stranger Things, and catch up on my YouTube queues. Those are the things I'm going to do. Again, some of my goals for this month are, because it's September 1st, again, adjust to work, give myself a little bit of grace, because it's chaotic, get back into a routine, but also, like, try to stay up to date on everything, because I have TV shows that I have not watched all summer, because I literally had to take 2 months to just watch YouTube videos and catch up. But again, I like watching YouTube videos, but I just have to find a little bit more balance, so that's the goal. I have 50 pages left in this, and I'm going to try to make this my priority later. But right now, I have to do some catch-up stuff, number crunching stuff, and all the other fun stuff. So that is the plan. We will get into it. And I'm going to go back to reading, and my puppy will make more appearances reading vlogs when I film on my vlogging camera, because I could show you guys her. So I'll talk to you guys when I'm about to start Hook, Line, and Sinker. Who knows how long that will be. It is almost 1 o'clock now, so my guess will probably see around 3, but we'll see. Back. I spent the whole day like organizing and prepping for my first day of September. I didn't get a lot of reading done, but I did catch up on all of my podcasts I had to catch up on. So I wound up listening to a chapter of Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. My goal right now is to finish the last 50 pages in Hook, Line, and Sinker. I read this when I was running errands in the morning. I would have walked a little more, but I left my wallet at home, so I couldn't go for the other errand that I wanted to do, but that's okay. I have to go to a couple of places tomorrow. But yeah, my goal is to just wrap this up. I want to watch a little bit more of Stranger Things and read a couple of, just finish it up. I only have about 50 pages left, which I think is definitely doable for tonight. And then I gotta figure out what I want to read next, because it is September 1st, so I could dive into my September TBR. I can read, I don't know. I'm just like really in fall vibes right now, so I don't know what I'm gonna wind up picking up. I was planning on this being like a goodbye summer, hello fall read, but I don't know. We're gonna see how I get after this. My puppy is currently sleeping. If you watch my wrap up, you'll see she runs behind me in that video. It was really, really cute. But she's sleeping. I took her for a walk. So yeah, I'm gonna go wrap this up, watch another episode of Stranger Things, and when I'm done with Hook, Line, and Sinker, we will check in. Bye, friends. Back. So I did last night. I did wind up finishing Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. Actually, yeah, late last night I did finish it. I enjoyed this. I think I probably enjoyed this a little bit more than My Killer Vacation. I thought the tropes really fitted me better. The only thing I think I wished was that the story dived into the town a little bit more. The one thing I loved about Schitt's Creek was that element where you really got to see the town. I felt like it was a very insular story with Hannah and Fox, but again, I didn't read the first book, so I might go back and try to re-listen to the first one and just see if that gives me more of the vibes I was looking for. But the trope in this was really, really fun. I like that Hannah was involved in the entertainment industry. I just like that it was a slow burn friends to more romance. Overall, I would give it 3.75 stars. I think this book definitely had a better balance between like the romance, the plot, and the steamy times of like the other Tessa Bailey book that I read, but I enjoyed it. So I think I'm gonna give book lovers a shot and see how I feel. I already read about 30 pages, and this was the book I was supposed to read on my birthday, but I was sick and I'm feeling it. So I'm gonna pick it up now, and then I have 2 thrillers that I'll read for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna make this like a full, like, if I'm this reading vlog might go to Monday. I might switch it and have like a 24-hour reading vlog on Monday. I'm also not gonna be home on Sunday because I'm going to the city to see some friends, which I legit have not seen all summer. But yeah, I'm also listening to The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. Now that I'm fully caught up on my podcast, I can go back. My whole goal was to like catch up, so when I go back to work next week, I'm all caught up and I don't have any back stuff to listen to, because that was happening a lot this summer. I would be like 4 weeks behind on things. I'm going to really try to stay up to date on a lot of different things, but especially podcasts and TV shows and YouTube videos. So yeah, I have to go to yoga this morning. I have to go get some stuff to sell some books. I've sold some books on Pango.
now that I'm doing that. If you guys want me to link my shop below, let me know. It's just literally the books that I read. Clearly, this book cannot go on Pango because Cassie ate it. But that's okay. I have a friend that might like it. But yeah, so I'm going to go wait for my mom to come home because the puppy's still here. Then I'm going to run to yoga. I have to run a couple of errands. And then my hope is to make some significant progress on this today and also to finish Stranger Things. I always say that. It's such a long show, but it's really, really enjoyable. I'm really liking it on reread. Rewatch, I mean, because I binge watched that show so quick. Because the first time it came out, we were still in school and the kids always spoil me, and then I really had to binge watch the last 3 episodes because I was going to Aruba the next day. So I'm taking my time. I'm reading it slow. I'm also watching YouTube videos in between. But yeah, I'm curious if this book is gonna be a 5-star read for me. Sometimes I don't always love YA young adult romances, but I'm intrigued. So we will see. I will give you guys some updates when I come back. We will chat. Bye,
friends. I just did a bunch of shopping and I bought a bunch of more thrillers. Story of my life. I am going on a book buying ban starting on Labor Day, so I'm trying to soak up any books that I really, really wanted. I have still only read about 62 pages in Book Lovers. I am enjoying it though. I just need to sit down and read it. And it just hasn't been occurring. I also am really liking The Last Housewife. I'm going to probably go for a walk later. It's just so stinking hot right now. Again, I like hot. I enjoy it. It's just hot. So I think I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to try to get to page 150 in this, and I'm going to give you a solid update. What I would love to do is just wrap this up today so I could do a thriller rereading vlog because I just got a couple of books in the mail that I would love to include in it. So yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a reading break to run some errands, do some little things, and then I'm going to pick up Stranger Things and my YouTube queue, which I'm loving how this is going. I think this is going to be my new way I watch TV is a TV show and then a break with some YouTube videos. Again, once Disney and Netflix do their own commercial breaks, it'll probably take me even longer, but I like it. So I'm gonna go back to reading. My puppy's sleeping. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, friends.
Back. It's much later. It's 9:10, but I just wound up getting up to page 150 in Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I was really hoping I would be done with this by Friday so I could do a different reading vlog, but I don't think it's gonna happen. That's okay. We're not that excited about it. But I did want to say I really haven't given you guys an update. I also know this book has been everywhere. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's definitely my favorite book in this reading vlog that I've read so far. I've read Emily Henry's young adult books and they were okay. They didn't wow me. But this one I'm really, really liking, and it has a lot of my favorite tropes that I've commonly seen in YA. Friction to more. I wouldn't say they're enemies, but they do have an interaction 2 years prior that sort of sets them on bad footing, and then they both sort of get sent to the small town because the main character sister is pregnant and she wants to spend time with her before her third baby comes, and they go to the small town that's sort of loosely inspired by the book she edited. And then the other guy is also an agent, and he's from this small town, so their paths wind up crossing. But it's very much makes fun of the tropes that you see in small town romances, saving the day, meet cutes. It's very, very tongue in cheek, and it's very, very funny. The publishing industry is definitely a side point for it, but I am liking their relationship quite a bit. Again, I wouldn't say this is hate to more, or even, I would just say it's friction, and I like that, and I think the friction in the story was done super well. I also love books set in a small town. I think the small town really does get a development in the story, and I do like the main character. I think the relationship with her sister is really, really fun. But yeah, and they're just kind of keep getting tossed into these really unique situations. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I was hoping to finish this today, but it's not gonna happen unless I stay up really, really late, and I have to get back into a working schedule where I'm going to work next week and all that other stuff. I also listened to another hour of The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead, which is another author that I'm sort of giving another chance to. This really did turn into giving authors a second chance reading vlog, and that really wasn't meant to be the situation, but it did sort of happen, so that's probably what I'm going to title it. But yeah, so I'm going to try to read until page 300 and then give you guys another update on this. So I'm on page 150, so yeah, I'm probably going to read to maybe page 250 and give you guys another update. But I'm liking it so far. It's definitely slow, I will say that, but I like slow burn stories. It's set over the course of a whole summer. And yeah, it's just sort of making fun of tropes. It also has a trope that I was very fond of in an Emily Webberly and Austin Sigmund Broca book. Their YA book, Always Never Yours, which is very, very similar to a trope in the story as well that I'm just loving. So, yeah, I'm going to keep reading. Watching Stranger Things, which is taking up a lot of my time. I probably would have finished this if I wasn't also watching Stranger Things, but I want to finish it before I go back to work. So, all right, I'm off. I'll try to give you guys an update when I make a little bit more progress. Hopefully another 100 pages would be nice before I head to bed, but we will see if that actually occurs. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Back. It is about 11 o'clock. I wound up waking up a little bit earlier. I'm trying to get into a better morning and evening routine, especially because I'm heading back to work on Tuesday. And that's the part of my life that I really struggle with is the early morning and the late evening. So I sort of planned a tentative schedule. I planned my workouts for the week. So I really am trying to like be a bit more planned this year than I was last year. Again, I'm still adjusting to not being home. I was home for like 2 years, like basically with all the breaks and stuff. So just adjusting to all that. You know, when we head back to work, things always change a little bit scheduling wise. So I'm curious to find out about that. I did wind up listening to another hour of The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead, which I am enjoying. It's definitely not an easy read, I will say that, but I am liking it a lot more than her other book. So I also got up to page 150 in Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and then I just sort of stopped doing that last night. I was just watching random things that really had no rhyme and reason. But my goal is to make some progress on Stranger Things today. Maybe you catch up on my complete YouTube queue, which would be lovely. And yeah, just get ready to go back to work. That's the plan. I have 2 full days off. Tomorrow I'm going to the city to see some friends I haven't seen for a while. And then Monday is my last full day off. And then Tuesday we have 2 teacher work days. So I'm probably going to start another reading vlog on Tuesday. I have the first half of it filmed. I just have to actually read the book. So yeah, that's the plan. So I don't know. I'm going to go read for a little bit and try to watch a little bit more of Stranger Things. And then I will update you guys when I get up to page like 300 would be a nice addition. Again, this reading vlog got to be a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. So, but I'm going to go read, watch a bit of Stranger Things, and just try to enjoy these summer days. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, friends.
Do a quick update. I did wind up, it's about 2 o'clock. I did wind up reading a little bit more. I got up to page 200 in Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I am enjoying it again. I think this would be a better book I would have read during the contemporary season just because I'm sort of want to read a lot more fall things. But I will say there is a little bit of a mystery developing with her sister, which I think is interesting. And there is a little bit more to this story. Like, you're finding out a lot more about, what's his name? Charlie's character. Like, I think that his backstory is super interesting. It's a fun read. I think the small town elements are also like giving in. There's a lot of tropes that are being mentioned that you see a lot in YA or regular contemporary books, like, you know, meet cutes, saving an establishment, which is one of my favorite tropes. Like, saving a bookstore is like one of my favorite elements of contemporary reads. So, or saving something like a park or something. Like, I love those things. I am enjoying it. I really like Emily Henry's writing style. I think she's a very, very like funny writer, and I'm just enjoying it. I really would like to go back and read Beach Read and People We Meet on Vacation. Maybe when I'm craving some summer reads. It always happens when it's like abysmally freezing cold here. But so I'm gonna read like another like 100 pages, I think, and try to give you guys another solid update. But yeah, I'm also watching Stranger Things. I'm trying to make my way through my YouTube queue. I'm watching Everyone's Fall TBR right now. I'm watching Novel Life. Her September, they're doing a Taboo readathon in September. All the girls are doing it. Taboo's not really my thing, unfortunately. Like, I really only read specific adult books, but you know, I'm gonna of course watch all that content just because I think that they're cool creators. And again, you cannot read every book in your life, so I might as well watch some spoiler reviews when I can. But yeah, so I am on page 200. I'm going to read another 100 pages, and then we'll have another check-in. Bye, friends. It's Laura from the future, and I just want to say that I did want to finishing all 3 books for this reading vlog, and actually this reading vlog turned into sort of a different reading vlog than I was expecting. So I wound up reading 3 authors that I didn't love their previous books, but I really did like their current ones. So we're going to chat about the 3 books that I read in this reading vlog and what my thoughts were. This reading vlog was Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. I had previously this summer read My Killer Vacation and didn't love it. I think I liked this book a little bit more, mostly because it was a second chance Friends to More romance. I did like the small town elements of it. I did like the music industry playing a prevalent role in it. I thought the relationship was super fun because they really were friends to more, and Tessa Bailey's, for me, her first book that I read didn't have a balance of relationship and steamy times This book, I think, definitely did have it. So I like this one. I probably would give it like 3.75 stars. I am curious to go back and read what It Happened One Summer and see if I like that one just as much. We will see. But I wound up giving this one 4 stars for review. And then I wound up picking up Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I had read her YA books and they were okay, but this one I actually really enjoyed. I actually really liked listening to the second half of it. But I just enjoyed this. It was said it was a publishing industry. I actually gave this book 5 stars overall for review. It was fun. It was kind of fun take on all the romance tropes you read in like what in romance books, and I thought it was fun. I really liked it, and I gave it 5 stars. And then the last book that I finished listening to for this reading vlogs was The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead, which I had read her previous book, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I did not love that one, but I really liked this one. It definitely was dark and creepy and gritty. It followed like the aftermath of like a sex cult and this woman trying to figure out what happened to her best friend. It was really, really good. I gave it 5 stars. It was a really, really wild, wild ride. A lot of trigger warnings for that book, but overall, that is what I read. I didn't really plan to read 3 authors I didn't love. It just sort of happened, and these were my last summery reads. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading vlog, and let me know in the comments what are some books you read recently that you really loved, or what are some authors you read that you want to give a second chance to in the future. And I'll talk to you guys for my next video. Bye, friends.